Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you to the World Teachers Quiz Know It All. Before we move any further into the second edition of this fantastic initiative from the TeacherTribe.world, it is our pleasure and privilege to introduce to you our host, a passionate knowledge show host, writer, author, poet. She's the co-founder and senior editor of the TeacherTribe.world. She is also the only professional woman quiz host across Asia. With over 300 shows across 50 destinations of India and overseas, she enjoys a huge fan following now with students and teachers. From being a co-host of the Tata Crucible to several other corporate shows, the Teacher's Quiz is something that is very close to her and she's passionate about. She was rated by Business World as a 40 under 40 for content creators a year ago and was also conferred the iconic Woman Creating a Better World for All award by the Women Economic Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, here to grill you all, please welcome one and only Rashmi Furtado.
Welcome, dear teachers. Welcome to the second edition of the World Teachers Quiz Know It All, brought to you by TeacherTribe.world in association with CLLE, TCS ION and ICSL. We've completed 4 quarterfinals already, and today I have the 5th quarterfinalist with me here. Let me introduce them to you and then move on to the quarterfinal. First up, we have Rashmi Furtado from Harvest International School. Following him is Asha Rani from Amity International School. Following her is Chitra Santosh from Geetanjali Devashre. Up next is Seema Bajurkan from MGM Central Public School. Nikita Sinha from Army Public School. Smita Ashok from the Brigade School. Rekha Pandey from Niscott Father Agnew School. Completing our lineup here today is Shaibat Har from Whitefield Global School. Alright teachers, let's get into the rules of the game. 10 questions is what I have for you. All the questions on the buzzer. +1, -1 your scoring pattern. Single attempt per question only. You'll have about 5 to 7 seconds of time on every question, and if none of you press the buzzer in that time, that question will be invalid and we will move on to the next question. Rest of the rules have been explained to you already, so let's get into the game. Remember, 2 out of the 8 of you will qualify to the semi-final. The goal here is to qualify to that semi-final. Let's open the buzzers. Question number 1 of this quarter-final, here we go. For which book did Arundhati Roy win a Booker Prize? Alright, we have Chitra on the buzzer. Go ahead, ma'am.
God of Small Things.
God of Small Things, +1 on that. She's absolutely right. The God of Small Things. Moving on, question number 2, here we go. He is the co-founder and CEO of Tesla, the electric car making company. They're not allowing me to complete the question. Jeffrey, go ahead, sir.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, absolutely right. That gives him a +1. Moving on, question number 3, here we go. In which continent would one find Mount Kilimanjaro, which is a dormant volcano? Chitra again, go ahead, ma'am.
Africa.
Africa gives her another +1. She's doing very well for herself. She's leading with +2 if I'm not wrong. Yes, her score is +2. Well, like I said in the beginning, 2 of them will qualify to the semi-final. Long way to go. Let's see what happens. Question number 4. Here we go. Himis festival, spelled HEMIS. The Hemis festival of Dash is celebrated every year. Nikita, go ahead.
Ladakh.
Ladakh, just by Hemis festival that is celebrated every year. All right. I give it to you, +1, absolutely right. Ladakh is the answer I was looking for. Before the quiz started, they asked me if I would give them any clues, and here they are not allowing me to complete the question. I think I was right with what I said in the previous quarterfinals. The teachers are very, very well prepared this year. Moving on, 5th question, here we go. Oktoberfest is a beer festival. Asha ma'am, go ahead.
By mistake, it happened, ma'am. I think my hand was there.
I can't help it, ma'am. I mentioned in the very beginning that you have to be careful with the buzzers. I'm very sorry, I have to give you a -1 on that. Let me complete the question. Oktoberfest is a beer festival celebrated in which country? For no points? No
Germany.
points. One of you.
Germany.
Wonderful. So many of you knew the answer. Germany would have given one of you a +1. But unfortunately, Miss Asha takes a negative on that. Moving on, question number 6, here we go. Which food item takes its name in English from the Italian word meaning to toast? This is in reference to bread. It's a food item. To toast. Smita, go ahead.
Is it pizza?
Pizza. Well, a good guess, but the answer I was looking for is bruschetta. I'm very sure most of you have eaten bruschetta and even seen it in many menus and read about it, but have not been able to make the connection here. Ms. Smita takes a negative on that. Bruschetta, the answer I was looking for. Question number 7, here we go. The name of which ancient civilization and region comes from the old Greek language meaning between two rivers and Tigris? Joffrey, go ahead, sir.
Sumerian civilization.
He says Sumerian civilization, and unfortunately he gets a -1 on that. The answer I was looking for is the Mesopotamian civilization. Taking a negative on that is Jeffrey. All right, 3 more questions remaining. Scores as of now. We have Ms. Chitra on +2. She has got a lead and she's just sitting back and enjoying the quiz as of now. She doesn't want to take any risk, but a good strategy at a quiz if you ask me. We also have Ms. Nikita on a +1. Ms. Asha and Smita have taken a negative each. Jeffrey had a +1, but he just took a negative on the previous question and is back on nil. 2 more questions, we have 3 more questions remaining. There is still a lot of chance for a tiebreaker situation. Let's see what happens. Question number 8. Which is the only country in the world not to have a rectangular or square? Jeffrey, go ahead.
Nepal,
Nepal, what do you think my question was?
which is irregular in shape, not a square, neither a rectangle.
The flag of the country?
Yeah.
Absolutely right, +1 on that. I think he just went by the not a rectangular or square. I didn't even say national flag. +1 on that. Moving on, question number 9. Which Asian nation has national emblem with 2 dragons on it? Nikita, go ahead, ma'am.
2 dragons.
2 dragons on it.
Sorry, I guessed it with Bhutan. Just
I need you to give me one answer.
fine. Bhutan.
Bhutan, she says with a lot of doubt, and you can see that on her face. +1 on that, you're absolutely right. Bhutan is the answer I was looking for. And now, Nikita and Chitra, both of them are leading this quiz with +2 apiece. Last question of this quarter final, and Jeffrey can still force a tiebreaker if he takes the last one right. Let's see what happens here. Question number 10, here we go. Which African country with a unique calendar of 12 30 days month and additional 5 or 6 day month invites tourists with the slogan 13 months of sunshine? African country, their year or their calendar year is not divided like the rest of the world. 12 30 days month and an additional month of 5 to 6 days. 13 months of sunshine is the slogan that they use. All right, time's up. The answer I was looking for is Ethiopia. Ethiopia would have given one of you that +1. But the two of them who have qualified to that semi-final are Nikita and Chitra, doing very well for themselves, +2. If I'm not wrong, I think neither of you took a negative on this quarter-final, which is very good. Well, here are our two contestants who have made it to the semi-final. Congratulations to the two of you. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. The 6th quarter-final is coming up and I will see you there. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 6th quarter-final of the 2nd edition of the World Teachers Quiz, brought to you by TeacherTribe.world in collaboration with TCS ION, CLLE and ICSM. Let me introduce our quarter-finalists to you and then get into the rules of the game. First up, we have Ms. Deepta Vivekanand from Sant Kabir School. Following her is Lalita R from the PSPB Millennium School. Up next is Partho Das from Miles Bronson Residential School. Following him is Rajani Ashok Kumar from Bhavans Rajaji Vidyashram. Rudal Bhatnagar from St. Anthony's School. Aditi Lohana from Rukmini Devi Public School. And completing our lineup here today is Deepa P from Royal Concord International School. Welcome to all you teachers. Rules of the game, 10 questions is what I have for you. All 10 questions are on the buzzers. +1, -1 your scoring pattern. Single attempt per question only. Every question stays valid for about 5 to 7 seconds. Beyond that, the question would be invalid and we will move on to the next question. 2 among the 7 of you will qualify. Let's see who those would be. Question number 1 of this quarter-final. Here we go. She started her career as a product manager at Johnson & Johnson. In 2018, she stepped down as the CEO of PepsiCo. Whom am I talking about? Deepta, go ahead.
Indra Nooyi.
Indra Nooyi, she says she gets a +1 on that. She's absolutely right. Indra Nooyi is the one I was talking about. Question number 2, here we go. She is a world leader and the first female chancellor of Germany. She has featured multiple times. Deepta again stopping me. Go ahead, Deepta.
Angela Merkel.
Absolutely right. Angela Merkel gives her a +1 on that. She's already leading with +2. Well, we have many more questions to go. Let's see where this entire quiz takes us. Question number 3, here we go. Which mineral is named after Neil Armstrong and his colleagues from Apollo 11? There is a mineral that has been named after Neil Armstrong and his colleagues. Rudal, go ahead, sir.
Nickel.
Oh, taking a -1 on that. The answer I was looking for is armalcolite. That is ARMAL colite, named after all 3 of them who were on board Apollo 11. Moving on, question 4. What is the name of the element with the atomic number 96? There is a specific reason I'm asking this. This is named after a very, very well-known lady. Aditi, go ahead.
It's curium. Curium.
She took the clue when I said named after a world famous lady. Absolutely right. named after Madame Curie.
Marie
Curium,
Curie.
plus
Yes.
1 on that. She gets a plus 1 on that. Moving on, question number 5. What word comes from Italian for pressed out? Partho, go ahead.
Answer the previous question, ma'am. That
Okay, I
Madam-
can't do
Madam Curie,
anything.
that
I can't do
answer was
anything,
wrong.
Partho. I will have to give you a negative on that. He takes a minus 1 on that. Unfortunately, I would have continued the question to say, think coffee. The answer I was looking for is espresso. Question number 6. Here we go. Who painted the world-renowned Sistine Chapel? Deepta, go ahead.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo giving her another plus 1 and she's leading with plus 3. Well, if I know her well, she's a quizzer. She might just sit back and relax and watch the rest of the show, but let's see what happens. Question number 7. Here we go. Ikebana is Japanese art of Miss Lalita. Go ahead.
Flower arrangement.
Flower arrangement, plus 1 to you. She's absolutely right. Ikebana is the Japanese art of flower arrangement. Question number 8. Which is the only Portuguese-speaking country in South America? There's only one Portuguese-speaking country in South America. Think colonization. Aditi on the buzzer, go ahead.
Is it Brazil?
Is it Brazil?
Brazil.
Brazil with a lot of doubt, but plus 1, you're absolutely right. She's on a plus 2 now, and Brazil is the answer I was looking for. 2 more questions remaining. As of now, we have Miss Lalita on 1, Deepta leading on 3, and Aditi a close second with 2 points. 2 more questions to go. Let's see what happens. Question 9. Which scientist received the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930 for his... Deepta, go ahead.
Sir C.V. Raman.
Sir C.V. Raman. I just said physics in 1930. Plus 1 on that. Absolutely right. She takes a plus 1. The last question of this quarterfinal, question number 10. Which invention at different points in time would connect Zacharias Janssen, Galileo Galilei, and Robert Hooke? Something that we use. Miss Lalita, go ahead, ma'am.
Microscopes.
Microscope, plus 1. She's absolutely right. She gets a plus 1 on that. We've completed the 10 questions and I only have one person who is through to the semi-final, which is Deepta Vivekanand. Miss Aditi and Lalita both are on tiebreaker, if I'm not wrong. Miss Lalita and Aditi, these questions are only for you. You're on tiebreakers. Scoring pattern remains the same. Rules remain the same. The rest of you cannot take part in this, okay? If one of you get it right, you join Deepta into the semi-final. If you get it wrong, the other person joins her, all right? Good luck to the 2 of you. All right, here we go. Which metal is named after the Roman god of trade that is a liquid under standard conditions for temperature? Miss Lalita, go ahead.
Mercury.
Mercury, absolutely right. She gets a plus 1 on that and she joins Deepta into that semi-final. I think Aditi knew the answer. She was nodding, but she was maybe a split of a second too late to press that buzzer. All right, congratulations to Deepta and Lalita, ma'am. Both of them move into the semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We have 2 more quarterfinals coming up and I will see you there.